Adopt.me's gone and added Christmas pets already inside of the new Christmas update in-game. That's right, there is a brand new Grinch Bee pet. And here's how you go and get it. First of all, Adopt.me has gone and added the Posty van legendary. Go and get this, you have a couple weeks to go and trade in your items. It's a pretty simple concept. It says, do you wish to go and trade? You go and press yes, and then you go and add 100 toys or 100 pet wares. If I was you, go and get rid of your basic boring toys. For example, these winged flying discs. These are worth nothing. I'm going to go and add 23 of them. They're pointless. Let's make sure you don't add your candy cannons. Don't add your legendaries. You don't get any bonus for it being like a legendary, for example. What I advise you go and do is just like basically get rid of all of it, okay? Maybe I'd leave one of each if you really want, but the majority of the time, these things are kind of useless and don't maintain much value. For example, ice cream rattle. I'm gonna add as many of these as I can, and there we go. I now have the Posty van. All you need to do is press trade. Remember, once you do the trade, your items are gone completely. In return, you go and get this new legendary vehicle, which instantly spawns, by the way, which is kind of funny. And you can go and sit and actually go and drive this thing. For a legendary vehicle, it's okay. It doesn't really go fast and it doesn't have any extra features apart from light up headlights. Yeah, I was slightly a bit more hopeful on this design that like maybe the back would open up or something extra would have happened, but unfortunately it is a very basic looking vehicle that goes and zooms around the map very slowly. So if you really don't want it, I don't think it's going to be too valuable, to be honest, so maybe just keep your toys, but if you have too much clutter, then get rid of it. Up next, Adopt.me has the Black Friday sale on their eggs. If you go and buy an Aztec egg, you can buy a bundle for 37 Robux. Do I advise you go and do this? Personally, what's that? Just under 10 Robux each, like 9 Robux per egg. Isn't bad, but remember, you can do 3 tasks daily and go and get an Aztec egg completely for free. For example, make your pet do a trick. That's easy, earn 200 bucks, easy, complete 10 needs on a neon or a mega neon pet. Relatively easy tasks, and you get a free egg. I would much rather go and earn bucks, age up my pet and get an egg, than go and buy this. It's kind of a shame that that's kind of like what the majority of the Black Friday sale was, and that there's not really a sale on the other items, which is slightly unexpected. I would have loved to have bought like a ton of other things like ride potions or fly potions, because they normally put them on sale, so it's a shame that they did not. But as you can see, there is a bunch of things to go and unwrap. If you didn't know already, this is probably the advent calendar. Let me go and give you a little sneak peek on inside in case you guys haven't checked this out. If you haven't used free cam, this is a giant building that unlocks in 2 days. It says, P.S. keep an eye on the tree. Something else is unlocking in 2 days. As of what's inside of this, it is currently hollow. They don't want to give you like a sneak peek exactly of what is inside of this. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the advent calendar. Starting on December the 1st, you can go and claim your daily advent. Now, the tree. Where is the brand new bee? It's a very strange pet, I must confess. It's very odd looking. There's also like this glowing aura. What is the glowing aura? Now, a lot of you guys have been talking about this being a pet. This literally looks like a bat dragon made of snow. If Adopt.me's made a snow bat dragon, then I will be so happy, because that would be cool. We can kind of see like the mesh of it. This kind of gives off bat dragon vibes. It's got the little horns like a bat dragon. It's surely Adopt.me's 1000 Robux Christmas pet this year is most likely going to be whatever this thing is. Like, look at it. It looks like a bat dragon. It kind of reminds me of the kitty bat, to be fair. But I'll show you the actual bee in a minute, because you can kind of go and see the bee in the game already. If we look at the ears kind of slightly resemble like the kitty bat, and yeah, it's definitely following that sort of vibe, especially with the wings. This is definitely giving off 1000 Robux pet vibes. And it says you unlock this in 6 days. Chances are it's going to be some sort of mini game. Also, in 6 days, you can go and enter this way. But there's a bunch of things that you can kind of like scale up this building and climb up this giant Christmas tree. And Guys, this Christmas tree is actually massive. It goes so high. I don't know why it goes this high, but kind of cool looking. But what if I told you we can actually go inside of the Christmas tree already? Yeah, let me go and show you. So if you go up to it and use free cam, which most people can use free cam now if you're on a computer. Let's actually go inside. Most people haven't done this. So inside we can see that there is a sword. Interesting. Then like a warning sign. Okay, so there's multiple ladders, kind of like a tower game, or it's like an obby where you have to like race to get to the top sort of thing. So if you go up this ladder, it just takes you to this path, which you can then cross this tree and then jump onto like this platform and then go up this ladder and then keep going up, and it brings you to like this platform, which brings you to this tree where you can jump on this, maybe use like a propeller, do a bit of jumpy, and you get here. Likelihood is that there is going to be some sort of pet. I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be like a new Christmas owl, and it's like inside the tree, and that's where you go and buy it. That's just my guess. Might be completely wrong, but likelihood is you're gonna be able to go and buy a Christmas themed pet inside of here, because if not, why have they made like all of this big obby and obstacle course with like glowing lights and put all of these details on the inside of a building if there's no purpose? Obviously there is a purpose to this thing. As of why the swords, I don't really know what that reference is yet, but there's a bunch of swords and a bunch of gifts. Maybe this is something to do with like one of the brand new mini games, something similar to like the Frostclaw mini game. But let's go and track down that little bumblebee. We can see that the lights aren't actually turned on as well. By the way, I think once they turn this on, this whole tree is gonna like light up for Christmas. So what you need to do if you don't have a fly pet or a ride pet is go and start climbing up this Christmas tree. We're gonna try and locate this little Grinch Bee, which is actually in the exact location we needed to be. So this is the back of the tree, right? If you're facing the hospital, you want to climb up this ladder, and then this ladder, and then this ladder. I wonder if this thing actually moves. Does that pick you up and go down, or is it just for fun? And then you go here, and then you will see the brand new Christmas pet. Now, what does this look like? Well, it's green. It's got grumpiness. It looks like the Grinch. I am 99% sure Adomi's going to call this the Grinch Bee or the Grinch Wasp. As for if they can legally call it that, I don't know. Because on a technicality, the Grinch is kind of like a copyrighted thing. It would be like calling the pet a Mickey Mouse Bee. It's just unlikely they're going to call it that. So they might call it like the Grinchy Bee or the Green Grumpy Bee. As for is it a bee? Well, it has a stinger, right? So it's either a bee or a wasp. But we don't have wasps in Adopt Me, and obviously the bees that we have are very, very different. Like, if you look out the construction of these things, like this is just one big blob and a head with a spike. This is a spike with basically 3 blobs. It's kind of like an intersection, which kind of hints towards that I'd say this is a wasp, but a lot of you guys think it's a bee. So I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys let me know in the comment section, what do you think this is? Do you think it's a bee, or do you think it is a wasp? I'm gonna go for that it's a wasp, but I think a bee looks and sounds cooler than wasp. It does have double set of wings, and then it's got these funny pollen-y horns. It's cool. A lot of you guys are saying it's cute. I think maybe it's just a tease of one of the pets you can get. It could be a common. It could be a rare. This could be a legendary. Honestly, if this was a legendary, I wouldn't be surprised. My guess is that it's going to be an ultra rare, because, you know, like the regular bee is an ultra rare. They're trying to keep things like roughly the same value. So if this bee was, if it is a bee and it was a common, then it might like bring this value down. So I think they would at least keep it as an ultra rare, but as I said, we might be completely wrong. Now, I did see this glitch come out recently, and I feel like I have to share this with you because I have not seen this before. So if you have the teleportation feather, and if you go and press E and sit inside of this and then have your teleportation feather, check this out. You can go and bring the merry-go-round thing wherever you want. It's very funny glitch, and it's actually visible for everyone. So if someone wants to go and use this, it's now out of the bug. This is such a funny glitch, how it works, and now you can just see it zooming back into place. I don't know how this managed to get past Adopt.me, but it's a funny glitch, and I think it's really cool. I wonder if this works in like other aspects, like maybe on the swings. Wait, you can't interact with. Okay, now what if we do that on the swing, and like click over here? Okay, so it kind of works on the swing, not fully, but there is definitely some glitches. If we do this, then it just kind of brings the swing out and stretches it really far. So there's definitely some new glitches that came out in this Christmas update, especially with these, which I think are really funny. But the Grinch, let me show you this. Watch it, and it teleports, and now it just goes wherever I want. It's kind of cool, kind of cool. I think we're stuck here now. I've probably broken the map for everyone, which is definitely interesting. So much in this Christmas map. We have the crossing, which is this train station, which I wonder if it will take us anywhere different. We have this section, which I'm gonna assume is I don't know. Why is that poop here, guys? Why is there poop? What? It says knock. Guys, I knocked on the door. Knock. Knock, knock. Who's in there? And why is there poo? Is it going to be a horse? Because this kind of looks like a horse pen or a pig pen. It could be anything. What's on the inside? Nothing. It's hollowed out. Okay. Unfortunately, it's hollowed out. Not like the Christmas tree, which is actually got stuff decorated on the inside. So there's also a bunch of other Christmas decorations. The sky is decorated. It looks fun. We got other Christmas stands. It says, "Dear CookieCutter, open me in 27 days." How exciting. Very, very fun. And then there is this final building over here, which is called the Abandoned Workshop, which goes and opens up in 20 days. If we go and check this out, again, the interior is unfortunately not completed. I wonder if that's going to be a shop. I don't know. Dear CookieCutter, open me in 13 days. This kind of looks like it could be a building. Again, hollowed out, completely empty. But this is the Christmas map. That is the first pet that we're going to be going and getting like a Christmas leak of. I guess we will find out even more pets on December the 1st. And in the admin abuse, which is happening later today, because hey, we're getting admin abuse very soon. So if you want to go and check out the admin abuse, then make sure you subscribe, and we will see what happens. Maybe they'll give away this bee in the admin abuse. That would be pretty cool if they did that. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Press the button on the screen to check out another video I think you're gonna like next. It's how to get free UGC. You can even go and sell that UGC for real Robux if you have premium, which means you could go and play this game, earn the UGC, sell it, make real money, and spend it on Adopt.me pets if you really wanted to, but you gotta have premium. But check that video out on the screen, and I'll see you guys there. And Merry Christmas beginnings.